Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to continue this friendship series, and it's going to be the turn of winners Mino and Blackpink Jennie. Of course that we know how the things are with Jennie, that she does have a lot of requests. A lot of people want me to do a reading with her and about the members all over again, and I think it's a waste of time. Like I mentioned in my post, I try to, like, you know, bring different duos, not always be reading for the same dynamic because it gets repetitive, and also because it's okay to leave a few months between readings, possibly 6 months to a reading, to a year, especially when it's about feelings and perceptions. So I don't know. Sometimes people are obsessed with knowing, like, I don't know why you want to hear when you request insistently a certain duo. I think that there's some reflection to do in that, why you ask why you ask. Probably you already know the answer and you don't need a tarot reader to tell you that. So I found interesting actually Mino and Jennie's relationship because it does seem very genuine, and you know that I do not do shipping readings, so actually to be reading for these two people, it seems like a great idea because I also like their interactions, and so yes, we are going to do this today. Um, so let's start. I placed Mino on the left and Jennie on the right. So let's talk a bit about Mino's energy because I believe I don't know, I'm not sure. I haven't read for winner or any specific member. But Mino, it's an Aries sun with a moon in Gemini. So definitely there's a lot of very playful, very funny, but very passionate nature as well. When you combine Aries and Gemini energy, it gives you this very playful energy, but at the same time he's still an Aries. And I think that this is probably one of the reasons why he gets along so well with Jennie, because actually Aries males, uh, Jennie is a Capricorn with a moon in Scorpio. So, I often talk about this in my lives, especially because I am also a Capricorn with a moon in Scorpio. And you know that sometimes for me to get along or to have friends, I usually get really well. I get along really well with Aries energy. So I think for Jennie it can be the same, to actually, like, you feel as if you are equals, because Aries, it's very straightforward about whether they like you or they don't like you, so there's no need for you to read between the lines, and they are very funny, and they motivate you. There's something about the way they act according to how they feel that it's very liberating to have friends like this, and I think that this is, we sometimes, Capricorn people, we tend to be so caught up in responsibilities or in things that we or we think that we should do the right thing. We're always, thinking about how to be, how to behave, how to get the best result. And to have a friend or to have a relationship with an Aries person is to learn to be more true to ourselves and our individuality, and not so much of about what other people expect from us. So yes, in the part of Mino, he got the Page of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Two of Pentacles. So definitely, I think that for Mino, he is actually very stable in his relationship with Jennie, because I see a lot of Pentacles here, even though he goes through moments where probably they do meet, they do hang out, but they do not see each other very often. Like they do share moments, but there are moments where they actually, it can go by months without them talking. um, but since the pentacles are here, it seems like he is really invested in this relationship, in this friendship. He really, he has the patience that it's actually is very, it's a lot to say that Aries is patient for something, but for him it's like it makes him feel stable. Probably he does also admire Jenny's consistency. Probably that Jenny is the person that keeps her word, and that she's very reliable, that she's very trustworthy, and probably he also needs of her stability, her earth elements, because I think that since the hangman is here, I think that probably Mino is someone that he also goes through a lot of mood changes. Like he probably, can be really excited one day, and then one day he can feel really sad or not comfortable with his circumstances. So with the hangman here, it definitely is showing me his moon in Gemini acting here, like that probably he is a guy that he gets a bit moody sometimes, or that he gets a bit, there are a lot of things that he wish he could change from his circumstances. Probably there's a lot of things that he would wish he would have more freedom to do. But at the same time, he doesn't complain, because we have a lot of pentacles here. So there's something about him that also lets me know that he tries to be a stable person. I think that probably he struggles with the stability, but he really forces himself to keep going, to keep putting the effort in everything that he does, to keep having a very structured life, even though he doesn't like it. Probably he doesn't like routine. He doesn't like to be always in a constant, like very routinary system, but he tries to adapt that to his lifestyle, because he feels like otherwise he would go crazy. So probably he does gravitate towards Jenny, because Jenny is the sort of influence of the stable energy that he lacks in his life. So it is like he understands that he's not someone that he's not easy to deal with intimately, and like I'm saying, like in a real friendship, real connection, real interaction. I'm not talking about Mino the idol or Mino the artist. I'm talking about Mino the person, the guy. Probably he gets he changes, his mood changes. He probably doesn't keep his word. He will tell you that he will do this, and then he will get lazy and he will not do it, or he will cancel. Like he definitely needs support, and I think that he knows that he has a certain level of awareness, because the hangman, even though the hangman is hanging and is upside down, he is on pause, he is on hold, because he needs to see things from other perspective. Yes, his posture is not comfortable. Where he is not comfortable. But it's only in that posture that he can really see what is going on. He can open his eyes. Probably he had been betrayed in the past, or there had been a lot of deceitment in the past in his circle of friends or something like that. So probably his relationship with Jenny is something that he does put the effort, and he's very patient about understanding the nature of their bond, and also keep being supportive, because he knows that she is definitely a person that you are really lucky to have her, or to have her consider, to actually that she considers you a friend. I think that he feels really honored, and that he doesn't get that honor very often. He makes her feel, she makes him feel like he is worthy of a true connection, and he feels really thankful for that. So even though his energies are very disparate and very different, there's an element of, oh, you accept me as I am. So it's really beautiful. Um, for those who probably ship them, I don't see emotions here. So if you're thinking that there's, when I see connection, that I'm talking about romance, there's, at least I don't see it. But I don't know. You can take the message as you want to. Also you can use your own intuition. Each of us, our perceptions are subjective. So if you want to practice your intuition as I'm reading this, you can also do it, and you can leave me your feedback also in the comment section. So then in the side of actually on Jenny's side, she got the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the World in reverse. So definitely what Jenny is showing me here is that Mino's friendship had also helped her get out of very dark moments, especially moments where she felt like she wasn't good enough, or that what she was getting wasn't good enough. Like there's something about Jenny having a feeling of, I'm lacking in this, like I'm lacking. And I think that it has to do with lack of opportunities. And probably this has to do with the development of the group. There's a sense of frustration. There's a sense of, I want more for us, and we are not having what I want. It's about you not having what you want. And there's a profound sadness behind all this. But here with the Three of Cups, it seems like Mino is this person that is like, come on, let's go out, let's have a meal, let's have a drink, like, come on, let's forget our problems, let's go have fun, let's have fun, let's get drunk, let's get our energy very higher up, like let's laugh. Let's be silly, let's be spontaneous, and let's celebrate what we have today, what we have available today. Let's be grateful, let's celebrate. Like, I think he helps Jenny see the positive or the bright side of things. Probably Jenny can also turn a bit negative sometimes, or a bit pessimist, like sometimes she thinks too much about things, so she's like, oh, this is unfair, this is not going to change. She gets really frustrated with not being in charge of a lot of things. But I think that Mino's friendship shows her that it's okay. That there are things that you have to accept things the way they are, and you have to be able yourself to get you out of that state of desperation, because you're not going to change anything. And also here with the World card in reverse, the World card in reverse also talks about, yes, time not passing by, or time stopping, and cycles, I'm sorry, cycles of her evolution, like slowly. And it seems like there's a period in her life that never ends. It seems like she cannot close a chapter properly. There's a bit of a stagnation here in her energy. But I think that Mino's energy, like, she get contagious with his energy, and it allows her to also connect with her own desires to be fun, to not be so deep, to not be so dark, to not go that far, because actually Jenny can be pretty intense in how she feels, like whenever she gets a thought or a feeling or a perception about something, she doesn't let go that easily. So she can be moody as well, moody, especially when things don't go the way she wants to. So she's not easy to deal with. She's not that sweet. And I'm saying this from a perspective of when you have like a real close relationship with someone, that you are able to see, the dark side and the bright side of your person. And I think that probably Jenny, when she is in an intimate connection, when she is when she is interacting with you, she gets a bit like, oh, like I'm not good enough. She gets a bit pessimist, so you do need to invite her to somehow like you don't need to invite her to get out of the state, like you do need to come out with an invitation, with offers, like, okay, like what can we do, like how can we fix this, how can I help you, how can we do this. So yes. um, and then the relationship as an overall, we have the Six of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So definitely this relationship, I think, is going to last for a long time, this friendship, because there's a sense of victory here. That they, even though Mino is a male, he's one of these Queen of Cups represented. He's one of these queens represented here. He could be the Queen of Cups, and Jenny can be the Queen of Pentacles. That when they are together, they make each other feel like royalty, and they make each other feel proud of who they are and what they have achieved. So it seems like whenever they are together, they remind each other of their value. They remind each other of how value you are, how much you had grown, how much you had achieved, that you are royalty, that you are a king, a queen, that you do need to celebrate yourself because you are amazing, because you are a role model to people, because you have experienced, because you have been there. You are not an amateur, you're not an artist that just started. You are royalty. So sometimes it's good to have people that remind you or help you connect with the pride, with the with being proud of how much you had grown. That sometimes yes, things don't go the way we want to when we want to, but the growth and the process, the progress is there, and probably they see each other's progress. They see each other, so they are like, okay, maybe you don't like your present right now, or maybe you are frustrated because what you want you are not getting, but don't forget how much you had gained or how much you had achieved. Like, you are royalty. And I think that as long as they have each other, they will always be able to feel victorious, because I think that there's a level of honesty here, and there's this friendship is very much of equals, because there are two queens here, so it means that both of them are royalty. Like, when you sometimes, when especially this can happen to famous people, when you are famous or when you achieve so much and you have friends that probably haven't achieved that much, there's a bit of imbalance in a relationship, because it seems like you are the star and the other one is a supporter, but in this case I think that it's the totally opposite. I think that both of them are stars. They happen to be stars, or they happen to be people that had achieved so much or are a great influence for others, and that they happen to be friends. And they happen to have this connection with each other where, they remind each other of how lucky they are to be able to be friends, and know each other's value, and remember that, okay, yes, it's like, I see you, I recognize you. So this is amazing. I think that this is why probably when they get the chance, they definitely hang out, and they hang out because they really feel like spending time together. It's not forced. It's not something that the company asks them to do or asks them to participate. I think that sometimes some people do ask me for dynamic readings for idols that, yes, you probably see them like in a picture, or you see them like, oh, they share a time, or they were in this certain event, but that doesn't mean that they are friends. You know, sometimes these things are arranged, you know, for them to show up like that. But in the case of Mino and Jennie, if it seems very, very real and very authentic, because both of them are very selective about who they become friends with or who they are close to, you know. So I think that, yes, there's a very beautiful bond here. So yes, guys, this is all I have. I see you in the next video. Bye.